video to test the top speed of cars in Grand Theft Auto 5. And how we're going to do this, we're going to be doing a little tournament, and we're going to be doing races to see which one will come up on top. So, first challenge, we have the Carbonegere against the Infernus, a good old-fashioned rivalry between Lamborghini and Ferrari. So, we're gonna be starting the race with the rolling start, and we're gonna start the rolling start now. And all these cars are fully upgraded. And we're off to a strong start. Carbonegere slightly pulls up ahead. And it seems to be carrying this race ahead. But still, the Infernus is keeping up right behind. And there's our race. Carbonegere on top of the Infernus. Now we have the matchup between the Voltic and the Cheetah. And some of you may be thinking this might be an unfair matchup, because obviously the Cheetah will outspeed it in speed. But in case you haven't known, fully upgraded, the Voltic is the fastest accelerating car in the game. But the Cheetah is a great top speed, so this should be a great matchup for you all. And we're going to start with the rolling start. And they're off. And as you can see, the Voltic's advantage in acceleration as it starts out ahead. But we have no clue where the Cheetah has the speed to catch up. And the Cheetah passes just slightly ahead towards the end. And the Cheetah wins. And Cheetah moves on to round 2. So in another round 1 matchup, we have a matchup between the Vaca and the Entity XF. And according to the website where you can buy these cars, the Entity has the advantage in top speed. But we're going to have to test it with this race. So we're going to be lining up for the race. Let's get a rolling start. And this should be a pretty good matchup between the two. And the Vaca is keeping up a good race. It's not giving up yet. It's slowly crawling back. It is gaining. But the Entity will finish up on top. And this is another round 1 matchup done. And the Entity will be moving on to the second round. So now we got the final matchup of round 1 between the Pegassi 801 RR and the Adder. And the Pegassi is the fastest of all the motorcycles, and people believe the Adder is the fastest of all cars. But we're going to be judging that right now. And we'll start with the rolling start. And the Pegassi starts with a short lead, but not too much for the Adder. The Adder seems to be gaining. And the Adder passed it last minute. And the Adder comes out with a close win. But this is still a honorable mention for one of the fastest cars or vehicles in the game. For our last round 2 matchup, the Carbonegere against the Entity XF. And this will be going against the winner between the Adder and the Cheetah. And we got the rolling start to begin round 2. And we got a close start between the two, and the Carbonegere is pulling out ahead. It is lasting in front of the Entity. And the Entity is making a stretch, and the Carbonegere just comes out ahead. And the Carbonegere will be moving on to the final round. So we have round 2, the final matchup of round 2 between the Cheetah and the Adder. And we're gonna start with we have a rolling start. And the winner of this will be against the Carbonegere. And the Adder gets a strong lead. And the Cheetah is in its dust. And seems we have a winner in the Adder. And the Adder will be moving on to the finals against the Carbonegere. Final round between the Carbonegere and the Adder. And these both have topped all the other cars in this tournament. And this will be the final judgment. And we get the rolling start. And the Carbonegere gets a strong start. The Adder slowly trailing behind, but the Adder has the speed to gain. And it's gaining. It is gaining. And the Adder comes out on top. A very short distance at the end.